En Buenos Aires la ciudad brillará.
Damos la bienvenida nuevamente al Centro Metropolitano de Diseño para participar de la segunda jornada del 9º Congreso Internacional de Estudios sobre Medios de Comunicación y del 15º Congreso Internacional sobre la Imagen, coorganizados por Common Ground Research Networks y la Facultad de Ciencias de la Comunicación de la Universidad Abierta Interamericana. Good morning, welcome to the Metropolitan Design Center. These conferences are co-organized by Common Ground Research Networks and the Faculty of the Communication Sciences of the Inter-American Open University. Hoy a las 16:30 se hará la ceremonia de clausura del Congreso y contaremos con la presentación del coro de la Universidad Abierta Interamericana. Luego vamos a compartir todos un cóctel. Les recomendamos que a lo largo del día consulten el programa escaneando el código QR para poder conocer las temáticas y horarios tanto de las sesiones plenarias como de las sesiones paralelas. También les pedimos por favor que silencien sus celulares. Today, the closing ceremony of the conference will take place at 4:30 p.m. and we will have a presentation by the choir of the Inter-American Open University. Afterward, we will share a closing reception and we will share some drinks and snacks. We recommend checking the program throughout the day by scanning the QR code to learn about the topics and schedules for both the plenary sessions and the parallel sessions. Daremos inicio a continuación a la sesión plenaria y debate. Esta sesión plenaria será en inglés y el tema será Women in Academia, Challenges and Opportunities in the Field of Public Relations and Communication. Estará a cargo de la magíster Carolina Andrea Carbone, directora de la licenciatura en Relaciones Públicas e Institucionales y directora de la licenciatura en Ciencias de la Comunicación de la Universidad de Belgrano. La moderación estará a cargo del magíster Javier González Pagliere Lauro, profesor asociado de la Universidad Abierta Interamericana, y luego de la exposición se va a abrir un espacio para preguntas del público. Le damos la palabra a Javier González Pagliere, el moderador de este panel.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you rest very well that night. We're gonna hear Magister Carolina Carbone, who have a degree in advertising and also in public relations, and she's also a magister in journalist, and is a candidate to a doctorate in political science. And when you're ready, Carolina, let's just start, shall we?
Okay, I am waiting for the presentation. Good morning, everybody. My name is Carolina Carbone, and I am going to talk about gender and public relations. This is the topic of my research. Really, I am member of a team of researchers belonging to the School of Social Science in the University of Lomas de Zamora, the State University of Lomas de Zamora.
Hold on, we have some technical difficulties. No big deal.
Well, I am going to start without the presentation. This research was conducted in this year. We are presenting the first results here. It's the first time that we introduce the results and findings of our research in this Congress. We made a qualitative approach. We did two focus group with professors, women professors belonging to public and private universities in our country, in Argentina. But this research, it's as a second part, in a way, for a former research that we made in the same university about gender and public relations. Okay? Thank you. Me vas a tener que ayudar, Javi. fast. No pasan las slides. Okay. Well, this former research was, the topic was glass ceiling at the profession in public relations in Argentina. It was the first study about glass ceiling in our country. We started that research, the background research, in 2022 until 2023, and we made a survey to all the professionals in the country. We had 600 answers. More than the 60% of the people recognize that instead we have a lot of female students at the career. Of course, most of the graduates are female. They are not in the biggest or the top hierarchically in the companies, for example. That is why, okay, that former research, we make this second research thinking about the former research. Sorry. This study, the actual one, examines the experiences of female professors at the universities in Argentina, and we want to shed light on their roles, obstacles faced, and how gender stereotypes impact their professional development. Yes, please. According Sadi, it's a local author, he said that there are more or less 8,000 students of public relations, but more than 70% are female, and only the rest are men. Next, please. Next. Next, because I just explained that. In the former research, we discovered that 75% of the people that answered the survey say that they did not receive gender-sensitive literature during the colleague career, during their university studies. And the 51% did not receive training in gender perspective in their job nowadays. That is why we made some question, no, about the academic women professionals. We want to know, for this research, what is the situation of women professors who teach public relations? That is the core question of our study. Next, please. Our background is a group of Spaniard colleagues, Ileana Seller, Andrea Oliveira, y Ruiz Mora, who founded last year the academics PR group. That this is an open and collaborative group who they are investigating about what happened with the female professors in the academia field. This network aims to study and disseminate the research work of and about women academics in public relations. It starts in Spain. We are in contact, in touch with them, and we decided to reply in a way, in a local way, their study in Argentina. The aim of the study is to investigate their involvement in university teaching and scientific research, as well as their current situations, roles, expectations, frustrations, strategies, etc. We want to know what were the experiences, challenges, and perspective of women academics in the field of public relations in Argentina, thinking especially on family reconciliation, professional trajectory, and gender presence in their leadership roles. The methodology, we carry out an explorative, descriptive research, a qualitative one. The sample was a non-probabilistic by convenience, and we did, 2 focus groups with 10 female academics. They represent different hierarchical levels at the academia. Some of the findings and key issues were that the family and personal reconciliation. The challenge in the academia for women is try to share the time that they are caring of the kids, or also elder people in the family, and the work in the universities. I want to read this, some of the opinions in the focus group. I want to share what the female ladies, the professor said, It seems to me that academia allows a little bit of that flexibility, but that is like everyone is kind of making their own plan of how to achieve it. The females professor said that it's a very competitive place, the academia, and they have to, they are in a permanent challenge trying to combine the family, the family's work with the professional work. Another other person said that it always seemed to me much more adaptable to the times of being a mom, academic life, than professional life. It appears like a vantage to the adaptability to the academia work than a professional life in a company or in an agency, etc. Next one, please. They said also, the next one, please. The next one, they affirm the importance of the support networks. But generally, these support networks are between female colleagues more than male and female colleagues. One of them, Leila said, for example, for me, it was very important to build networks, and in fact, it was infinitely easier to build it with female colleagues. We ask also in both focus group about the planning and the opportunities on the academia. While some participants plan their academic career, many describe a more organic or more random path marked by opportunities and decisions made at different points in their life. Well, yes, Gabriela Zamela is a PhD professor, and she said that life was academia life was like surfing. No, it happens. She didn't realize really what happened, how she goes or she went where she is nowadays. It's important also the mentoring. Most of them talk about the importance of mentoring. Building networks at the presence of mentors, both men and women, are identified as key factors for professional. And Claudia Lanzani, a colleague who is present here now, she said, in the area of teaching, it will help you all your life. This network and proactively working on that. And the last topic that we talk about in the focus group, in both focus group, is about underrepresentation in leadership roles. There is an underrepresentation of women in the highest academic leadership positions such as deanships or rectors. It is easier to find female academic secretaries than female deans. That is what another colleague said. And the possible causes maybe is a glass ceiling also in the academia field. Next one, please. No, para el otro lado. No. Otro más. Sí, sí, uno más. Ahí está. Gracias. There are in Argentina 21 universities that offer the public relations degree. In those universities, there are only 12 women program directors, as me, as Carla here presente also. There are only 9 deans and 5 rectors. That we think that maybe is a glass ceiling in the academia. Yes. 3 topics were talking about in the focus group. One of them is mansplaining and devaluation. Experiences of mansplaining and devaluation of women's work by male colleagues were reported, unluckily. Men are mansplaining all the time with their female colleagues. They are explaining to you how things are. That is a very repetitive sentence that we listen at the focus group. The second topic is more sad, of course. Harassment and mistreatment. Although the cases of sexual harassment reported were just a few, situations of mistreatment and abuse at work were mentioned, mainly between male teachers and female students. Some professors said, for example, a senior male teacher mistreated a young student because of her age. And the third topic was increased awareness and protocols. It is recognized that there has been progress in raising awareness and implementing protocols to address gender-based violence in university. Gabriela Zamela said that now there are protocols and the situation has changed a lot. Thanks to Micaela law, this is a law who obliges persons who are working in the public sector to have a training about gender equity. The Micaela law was set on 2019 in Argentina. There has been a progress, especially in the public universities where the law is applied. And the teachers must take the course to learn about it and what the law states. in the public universities, we have some protocols to how to denounce and cases of sexual harassment, for example. And what about the future? This is the last question. In the focus group, we ask the professors to suggest some solutions to these problems. They highlighting the importance of individual and collective actions within the chairs and work teams to promote gender equity and dismantle discriminatory practices. Next. Incorporate gender perspective in the curriculum. Just I said before, 75% of the actual professionals said that they have never talked about this topic in their careers when they were studying. Then it is proposed the transversal inclusion of the gender perspective in the study programs and the promotion of research and projects with a gender approach like this one. And the last one. Okay. The need for greater commitment from men in academia to promote gender equality and dismantle male privilege was emphasized. In conclusion, there must be dialogue among all the people involved and deeper commitment from men in academia to promote gender equality and dismantle male privilege. We have in our research team we have like a slogan in a way, and we said, to make visible the invisible, to speak about what is not spoken about. That is our slogan. That is why I am sharing that with you. And in the name of the research team, we thank you for your attentive listening to our work. This is the research team. I am the director of the team. Luz Canela Suji is my colleague, is the co-director. Facundo Barcos is a young graduate, is a researcher, and we had a researcher intern, is Magali Oneto. Thank you so much. I am ready for the questions. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Carolina, for your interesting topic that I believe that it will be very good results in the second part of the research. So please give you applause, and I really appreciate your time.
Antes de que bajen del escenario, vamos a invitar al comité organizador, al presidente del Congreso, a hacer una foto. Vamos a hacer ahora una pequeña pausa, los invitamos a compartir un café y luego van a seguir las sesiones paralelas. Les recomendamos que consulten a través del código QR los programas para saber cuáles son las charlas y en qué aulas se van a estar dando. Y luego la próxima sesión plenaria va a ser en este salón a las 13:30. Gracias.
En Buenos Aires la ciudad brillará. Congreso de